Have you ever wondered, has there been any skills and perks that not been released? Well, there's a lot, so stay tuned in the vid. In today's video, I will show skills and perks that has not been released so far, and I will explain why they did not get released. So without a further ado, enjoy the video. So let's start with the first one. This one is called Bomb Mobility. And what you could do is carry a bomb and walk around with it. But it did not get released due to Polyhex releasing gift wrap. Let's move on to the next one. This one is called Human Cannon, and what it does, it launch players across the map. This is my favorite skill, but it did not get released, and instead Polyhex went with Dive. Okay, next up we have Wobble Protection. This one is Bubble Barrier, but I think it only protects you. People think it was replaced due to Bubble Barrier. We don't know. Moving on. These skills are interesting, so I'm going to call them the Trio Swords. So the Trio Swords have a different ability. Let me explain what each does. This one is called Ink Sword. It blinds people just like Ink Blast. This one is called Sword. By the way, I came up with the names, it's not real. The sword mostly does damage. And the last one freezes people, so basically like freeze staff. I don't know why the swords didn't get released. It would be fun and cool if it got added. Let's move on to the next one. This skill is called Popsicle. When I was looking it up, I couldn't find what it does. It just says it freezes people. Guess I will move on. Next up we have Mend. This skill was going to be released, but Armor did not get released. Armor was if you picked up a shield, it would have gave you shield health, but that did not get released due to large rework of the HP system. Due to that, Mend did not get released. If it did, Mend could be really good in 6.0 mode and hardcore mode. Let's move on to the next one. This one is Paintbrush. What it does, you paint a path and walk over lava. It did not say why it did not get cancelled, so moving on. Next up is the Poison Zombum. It was basically the Poison Zombum, but players could use it. It didn't say anything why it was not released, so I will move on. Next up we have the unreleased perks. There's 5 perks that has not been released, so let's get started. Okay, we have the Random Bomb perk. I'm guessing randomly you place a bomb, but it said it was not released due to the random perk. Let's move on to the next one, which is called the Crystal Shield perk. Basically, you would get a shield, and it protect you from bombs, but it would break if it gets hit by a bomb. This did not get released, cause of the Crystal Shield, already released in Super Bomb Survival. Next up we have Wall Climber. What it does, you can climb on walls, but this didn't get released. There was no reason why, but this perk would have been cool. Let's move on to the next perk. Okay, this one is called Protector. It's basically tank, but giving you armor. HP, this was not released due to armor getting cancelled. Last but not least, we have Double Charge. This is like Overcharge, but you could use the skill to times. It's just once you used it all. You would need to charge sodas to refill it. There's not reason why it did not get released. But that's the end of this video. Which skill or perk you think should have been released in the game in the comments, but that's all I got for today. See ya.